Kia ora whānau. Welcome to the Guna Hub. This is the preview show of the Carabao Cup game between the Arsenal and West Ham. I'm Amit, this is Nev. Kia ora. Before we continue, please like and subscribe to our channel. So my friend, how are you?
Good.
This is a late reaction.
How are you?
I'm good, man, good, yeah. I'm looking forward to a few days of good football.
Yep.
Starting with this game. Carabao Cup. This is the sort of round we seem to exit this tournament in.
Yeah.
West Ham's not going to be easy away from home. But I'm expecting the best. Hoping for the best. I feel like we've got the squad to battle on all fronts, including the Carabao Cup.
Yep.
So excited to see the game.
Yeah. We're on a good run at the moment. Obviously, we're still unbeaten in the league. We've only lost one game, which was in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
feeling good. West Ham haven't really been doing so well in the last couple of games. They've had 2 losses and a draw. But mind you, that draw was against Newcastle, which, But, at least that was, coming into it, they've lost the last 2. So, and, we're doing excellent. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
Yeah, in the last 5 games, I think between Arsenal and West Ham, they've not beaten us.
Yeah.
So we've got their number, but again, away from home, anything's possible.
That is true.
And it is a derby, London derby. So always these games, it's always 50-50.
50, yeah.
So it depends on, how much we want it.
Yep. Also depends on the squad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, it is a Carabao Cup game. Not really historically hasn't been a competition that we take very seriously all the time. And I'm expecting, to be honest, some rotation.
Yeah. Well, who do you want to see starting? Or what do you reckon Arteta's going to do?
That's 2 very different questions. What I think Arteta is going to do is kind of go half and half.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have Newcastle in mind as well. Some positions will be because of circumstances. It's very, Arteta's done this thing the whole season where he does something different every game. And now coming to this point, I really don't know what to expect. Like up top, does he go with Eddie, who just had a hat-trick? Does he play Havertz, who can also play there, who he has played there before? Or does he go with the false 9 and Trossard? And it's very confusing. I think Ramsdale should come in. If he doesn't, I mean, that's going to be absolutely shocking that even for a Carabao Cup game, you don't play Ramsdale.
Yeah, I think you got to give him a chance there. Like, come on.
If he starts David Raya again, you have to think the Ramsdale's off in Jan.
Yeah, something's definitely gone wrong there if he doesn't get a chance here.
Yeah, I think Tommy will come in. I would love to see Kiwior play again, and I think he will.
Yeah.
Because I think this is the game where Saliba's going to get a rest.
Yeah.
Gabriel got a rest in the last game. Saliba should be rested for this game. Kiwior should play. I think Zinni will play. But yeah, I also think Arteta's going to do one of his one half this person, one half that person. Like in midfield, because Partey's injury, I feel like for Newcastle, our best approach would be Georgie, Odegaard, and Rice. But I feel like he's going to start Rice or Jorginho and sub them off at halftime for the other. So, and I feel like he might do the same with the left back, or the centre back, or the right back. And probably with Saka.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm saying all this, but I'm really confused because even I don't know what Arteta's going to do.
I feel like he's going to give Vieira a start. Probably deservedly should get a start in this game. I mean, he's done reasonably well every time he's had a chance.
Yeah.
I think he's only had like 1 start, which he wasn't really that great in. So definitely, I reckon Vieira's going to start. And I think I want him to start, and I feel like Arteta's going to give him a shot too.
Yeah.
But you're right. The rest of the team is like, anything could happen, could go either way.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, we're all fairly confident, right? That regardless of what team we put out,
Yeah.
we should outplay West Ham. We should win the game. Even if we scrape through it 1-0, or even if it goes 1-1 to penalties, we should win this game, right?
yeah, I mean, definitely. We have the better squad overall. Doesn't matter who plays.
And let's not
And
forget.
they're going to have to rotate their squad too.
Exactly, because they're in the Europa. So
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to field their best team, right? So both teams are going to be a little bit, not depleted, but rotated. Yeah, and I think we've got the better squad, so we should do the job on them. I feel like Eddie's going to start again,
yeah.
coming off 3 goals. Not really, I think he's fit enough to play every single day, looking at him. He just doesn't stop running. So
But you can't really risk him to injury, can you?
the guy doesn't get injured, man.
That's because he doesn't have to play every single game.
That's all right. He's not gonna get injured. Keep the faith. If you think someone's gonna get injured, like that, those are things that happen.
I mean, if he gets injured, then we have no striker available.
Well, then,
for
like you
Newcastle.
said, we've got Havertz, we've got Trossard, we've got.
Would you play them up top against Newcastle though? Because I would play Eddie.
Yeah, I'd play Eddie.
So there you
But
go.
then, like, he hasn't had any injury cloud. He never really goes down.
Neither does anyone who comes to Arsenal.
Yeah, but to see
Partey never got injured in his life, and then now he's
This is the issue I guess Arteta has. Like, every single game he picks a squad is potentially a risk. Like, even in the Sheffield game, why play guys like Rice or like, Saliba, who's had injuries? We didn't really need to. But then you can't do that. Like, you can't just keep resting people because you think they might get injured. Because they might, like, if they like, anything could happen. They could get injured in a big game. They could get injured in a small game. Like, it's football, bro.
okay.
So I would start him.
Yeah, well, let's go through lineups.
Yeah.
You name yours, go.
I think I agreed with what you were saying earlier. Like, I want to see Kiwior play again. I think he was good. So Kiwior, I think Saliba should get a rest. Just because of what I just said. Like, he hasn't been injured, but he has the potential to have an injury cloud on him, like last year. So I don't want him to get injured before like the Newcastle game. He's just come off playing a full 90, so yep, rest him, play Gabriel. I think Tomiyasu should start after resting.
Left back or right back?
That's a good question. Probably right back because Ben White probably deserves a rest. And I would go with Zinni. And then I think Ben White comes on, Zinni comes off, Tommy goes to the left at halftime.
Yeah.
And then in midfield, I would go with Jorginho. I think I would play Vieira. And yeah, I'd give Smith Rowe another go, man. Why not? I know it's like a bit of a risk because it's all 3 players are sort of similar. But I think maybe we start with Rice and at halftime Jorginho comes on. But
Do you not think that Jorginho, Smith Rowe, and Vieira becomes a little bit of a small midfield and less physical midfield? Let's not forget West Ham's going to be really physical. They got big guys in there.
yeah, they will. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, the quick transitions, moving the ball around quickly. I mean, Jorginho is really good at that, and he can kind of cope with the physical battle too. It's the other 2 that I'm worried about. Vieira kind of, every time we've seen him in a physical battle, kind of gets bullied. Smith Rowe is alright, but he's more, his main thought is the final third. He's not really a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah, and then, I don't know, with Odegaard, just reading up about him, maybe giving him another few days might be more beneficial to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thinking anyway.
Up top?
Up top, Nketiah. And then on the wings, probably Trossard should start. And I think we'll rotate Saka and Martinelli. But like what I would do is probably start with Nelson. Just have a full rotated squad, except for like the likes of Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
Ramsdale in goal. I agree with that. Like he should be playing.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, same. I'd go Ramsdale in goal. Right back, yeah, I think White needs a bit of a break, so I'd start Tommy. I'd go Kirill and Gabriel, and that's two left-footed centre backs, but that's all right. Zinni starts on the left as a left back. In the middle, this is going to be interesting because
Makeshift.
I think it is going to be a bit of a makeshift, but I would start Jorginho and El Neni, and I'd play Vieira in front of them. I'd play.
It's a good shout, El Nini. Yeah.
I'd play Havertz up top,
Yeah.
and on the sides of him, I'd play Smith Rowe
Yeah.
and Reece Nelson.
Good shout. No Trossard?
I know, I feel really bad for not having Trossard, but I feel like Smith Rowe on the left, maybe we need to see him there because he's been playing as an 8 recently. Hasn't really done a lot, and it feels like he really wants to run and he wants to run forward, but he doesn't get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
So I would really start him on the left. I'd like to see him start on the left. And when you have someone like Havertz who can win aerial balls, who plays one touch, 1 or 2 touches max, he can play that ball through for Smith Rowe to run onto and link up with. It's harsh on Trossard, I know. But,
No, that's a good shout. I like that squad. I think.
I don't think Trossard needs, minutes to be impactful.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to play himself into form. He's in form all the time. So
Yeah, you kind of like Nelson hasn't really been getting a shout because Trossard's been so good off the bench.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to get Nelson minutes as well.
Yeah.
So I think both of us agree he should be starting.
Yeah.
And Saka probably needs to be rested.
Yeah.
But yeah, good squad there. And
I don't know if El Neni will be fit to start, but
I like the fact that you've named El Nini. I mean, I think he's one player that you always forget about, but every time he's played, he's put on the jersey, he's been good. Like, he's never really had a performance where you're like, shit, why do we have this guy on our team?
Yeah,
that's
true.
still, I reckon that's one of the reasons why he's still our Arsenal player. And we forget about him. But yeah, good shout, man. Good on you.
Yeah, score predictions?
Well, I think it's going to be tough. Be interesting to see the lineup that Arteta puts out. Then you can have more of a picture. But I'm hoping for an Arsenal win in any case. And I'm going, let's give Ramsdale a start. Let's give him a clean sheet. Let's go 2-0 Arsenal.
Nice, yeah. I'm going to say 1-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Sweet. Let's go.
Yeah. Hopefully we win. Yeah. Come on, you Gunners.
Let's go.